They say hospitals never truly fall silent. Even when the wards are empty and the machines unplugged, the walls remember. When I stepped into St. Augustine's Hospital, the air itself seemed to resist. Its doors had been locked for decades, yet the stories seeped through the cracks. Nurses who vanished on night shifts, patients who never left their beds, voices which lingered long after the living were gone. Eleanor, a skeptic by nature, had accepted a dare she might live to regret. Her task was simple: spend one night inside the hospital, documenting any phenomenon that might hint at the supernatural. Armed with only a flashlight, recorder, and her grandmother's rosary, Eleanor crossed the threshold with hesitant resolve. Each corridor seemed to stretch infinitely, shadows morphing into grotesque shapes against the decaying walls. Her footsteps echoed, and with each step, memories of sorrow seemed to whisper. Seeking refuge from a growing unease, Eleanor entered the maternity ward. There, a chill enveloped her. She felt drawn to one particular bassinet, draped in rot and dust. Lifting her recorder, she asked aloud, "Is anyone there?" To her astonishment, a soft, mournful cooing filled the air, a lullaby that should not have been. Heart pounding, Eleanor turned sharply and felt her flashlight flicker out. Darkness swallowed her in an instant. She fumbled for the rosary, its beads cold and reassuring against her skin. As her eyes adjusted, Eleanor noticed a dim light spilling from beneath the ward's closed doors. Intrigued, she followed the glow, leading her to what had once been the operating theater. There, a single operating table lay abandoned under a flickering light. As she approached, a phantom breeze stirred the air, and she heard the rustle of a nurse's uniform. Eleanor froze, breathless. Suddenly, the room erupted in silent chaos. She saw figures dressed in vintage uniforms, attending to an invisible emergency, their movements frantic yet soundless. As swiftly as it appeared, the scene dissolved, leaving Eleanor gasping for air. Resigning herself to the truth, Eleanor realized this place was saturated with echoes of the past. Valiantly, she composed herself and stepped back into the hall, gripping her recorder with newfound purpose. Whispers of history followed her, though she left those walls behind. As Eleanor emerged into the dawn, she knew she carried their stories, preserved not only by walls but by the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to be forgotten.